Howdy everyone, it's me once again, the one and only Killer Rodan. And today, as you can see, I'm still continuing my Disney movie marathon where I talk about the movies, obviously, or what have you, I guess. And if it's related to Disney in any shape or form, then there's a good chance to talk about it. So, for this video, I'm going to be talking about another crazy person, as I tend to do, of course. And yes, it's movie related, of course, and Disney. So, Alex Jones. Yeah, I'm pretty sure a lot of people are familiar with him, so I won't bring up too much of his backstory really, because a lot of people already know that he's crazy, he's insane. Of course, he talks about politics, and yeah, obviously he lied a lot, of course. And of course, he's a conspiracy theorist, of course, and the whole gay frog thing that he became famous for. And even though there are frogs out there that can actually change their gender at will and whatnot, so okay, anyway, just man, I don't want to get too much on that because I just want to get to the point here, really, because it's so damn stupid. Uh, People like this, religious people, a lot of these individuals and whatnot, it just seems like a lot of people, that's what I'm saying, a lot of people just won't leave Star Wars alone. They keep picking at it for some absurd reason, and that's what he's doing here. So there's some sort of agenda behind this films, apparently, according to him, I guess. Yeah, basically state-funded agenda. What does that even mean? I don't know. So yeah, he's trying to make a report of this extreme rhetoric of his own that these organizations are showing their views in their own words. And so in this clip I'm about to show, he claims that one of the newest Star Wars installments, Star Wars: The Last Jedi, is this state-sponsored brainwashing for the American public, apparently. Oh, of course, of course, of course, of course. Like so many other people, he has a bone to pick with the Star Wars films that's being produced by Disney. I believe that's all there is to it. He just want to pick out this movie just because Disney made it. That's it. But according to him, like I guess people are the CEO or the people who work there or whatever, politicians and whatnot, trying to brainwash people by using this movie. This is he's an absolute moron. And all right. With that being said, let's just get into it and just get this dumbassery out the way, I guess.
My wife bought tickets like opening night a week and a half ago to Star Wars. And I just said, man, I can't look at that poor, sad Princess Leia. Carrie Fisher.
You're already into this video. Just got into it, and you're already poking jabs at it. So, okay, what about Princess Leia? What? What are you talking about, me? This is so stupid. It sounds like projection. That's all this is. Just projection.
Was so eaten up near the end of her death. It's just to see a person like that.
What are you talking about? Oh, really? What are you talking about? I mean, yes, she died during production of one of these movies. Yes. But what are you talking about? What? It's so confusing.
On screen, I just don't want to see it. And
you do realize that nobody made her to do this, right? No one made her to do this. She did it on her own accord.
The others are so chock full of political propaganda.
That sounds like you. That sounds like what you're doing. You have political propaganda. Again, like I just said earlier a moment ago, that's just straight up assuming right there. It's projection. Disney, the Disney Corporation, did not make her do it. So what do you mean by all this? What does any of this mean? You are not making any sense whatsoever, like at all. So again, what do you mean? What? What are you talking about? No, really, what are you talking about?
So I was talking to some of the crew, and Daria went and saw it.
You could just not watch it. That's it. Just not watch it, and not have anybody in your production team not watch it. As easy as that. If it makes you this damn uncomfortable, just don't watch it. No one, literally no one is making you or your team over here to watch it. Literally nobody. No one's making you watch any of this, like at all. But you have to, oh no, poor Carrie Fisher. She's been made to do all this. I honestly, if I'm gonna be upfront right here, I honestly don't believe he does not give a single shit about Carrie Fisher's death. and the actress who played the character Princess Leia, or General Leia in the other films, I believe he doesn't care. He acts like he's caring, but he doesn't. He just acting, oh, boo-hoo, poor actress. She was on her deathbed, but the corporation is making her do all this. How dare they? You're just talking shit just to take a jab towards Disney. That's it. You're just trying to bring up her death, which unfortunately it happened. That's reality. It's something you do have to deal with, unfortunately. It's something you do have to cope with the fans, the friends, and whole ranches. It's something you do have to cope with. It is what it is. That's life for you. But besides that, he doesn't care about her death. He's just going to use her death as a mechanism to take jabs at Disney. That's it. He's the one with an agenda here. And just, Christ. Again, projection. He's the one that's making it as if there's something evil going on behind the scenes.
And she said it was total SJW. That
What are you talking about? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? I'm gonna stop asking that because I'm not gonna get any answers here. Joseph Suss's war is propaganda. That's a lie. Whoever crew member of your team or that told you that said a lie. That's a complete lie right off the bat. Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace, had slavery in it, kind of like what the Confederate Army wanted to do when it came to the North and the South fighting each other to get rid of the slavery in America that long time ago. It's supposed to be like kind of like a reflection of that in some ways. So we're just going to ignore that, right? So you mean to tell me you took no issue with that at all, right? It just seems like people like this will just completely ignore context. Yeah, really. We just completely ignoring context. What do you mean, social justice warrior? Star Wars was always political from the very beginning. I just find it really odd that a lot of people would be ignoring that aspect of the series. And the pod racing thing, and that's like one of the first things that people think of episode 1, Phantom Menace. It's supposed to kind of what's the one thing called? Oh, yes. NASCAR. Like NASCAR racing, but with pod racing. Think of that. Yeah, and there you go, I guess. Again, a lot of context is basically not mentioned here.
Leia has a girlfriend with purple hair. And again,
what the hell are you even talking about? When did this happen? When did this happen? When did this happen? I've seen the film The Last Jedi quite a few times, actually. It's not my favorite of the series, but I thought it was a pretty decent movie. But when? When did this ever happen? That does not exist in what you're talking about. Maybe in a fan fiction, maybe. Oh, did you watch a porno that happened? Did you watch a pornographic version of this? Where these two characters have sex? I mean, if you want to watch two women have sex and you just masturbate to it, to each their own, I guess. Well, I really don't care. Is that what you thought of? Did you jack off to that? Did you think that in your head? And I don't know. This guy it's such a conspiracy theory. What the hell are you talking about? When did this happen?
I don't care if there's people with purple hair, but every movie, the women are the bosses, the women are the heroes. They're all lesbians.
Oh, Christ. Going on this whole, oh, if she's a feminist, she must be a lesbian. Yeah, doing that whole stereotype here. You realize that the character Princess Leia, or General Leia, even go by that title, was inspired by feminism since the original films. Again, this is something like a lot of people seem to dismiss. They don't bring this up. She was always a feminist type character since the original trilogy. Disney did not add that. A lot of people are under the impression that was added by Disney, but that's a lie.
It's the same story over and over again.
You're wrong again. Wrong. You mean to tell me literally every single movie in existence that has ever been made around the world that has a female lead that expresses gore power, the gore boss power, energy, or whatever, is a lesbian? Literally every single movie that did that. That sounds like a huge exaggeration. All right, that's because it is. Entire thing just seems really confusing. Like, what's happening here exactly? And notice how he never mentions any of the plot points in the film. He never mentions anything, and like at all. This whole lesbian girlfriend stuff or whatever, it's not there. I mean, I don't care if it was, mind you, but that's besides the point. Sometimes a cigar is just a cigar is just a cigar. That's it. People, yeah, people on his team on him are just looking way too much into it. What does any of this have to do with anything anyway? He's probably one of those people like, oh, I miss Star Wars, how it used to be way back when. Again, what's that nasty ass word I don't like? Oh yeah, nostalgia. Yes, the original films of Star Wars that we consider as classics. Okay, whatever. Even though I feel like this fan base are putting these old films on a pedestal, but whatever. They're fine. The old films are fine. I'm not saying to change these films, okay? To make it perfectly clear, I'm not saying to change these films. I'm not saying to remake them, reboot, reimagine. I'm not saying that. Or do like another a different edition of it, like George Lucas have been doing over the years. I don't get it. I don't get what's going on here. None of this makes any damn sense whatsoever. Maybe it's just a fetish of his. Maybe he wants to see older lesbians do things to each other. I mean, again, to each their own. If you like that, so what?
And it's a formula. It's state sponsored. It's brainwashing. It's like all these shows where the Russians are our enemies. And
Why are we bringing Brace here? Not really. Why are we bringing Brace here? Star Wars always had diversity. Star Wars always had different type of characters since the very beginning. It was always there. So what are you talking about? What?
the bad guy, because they're the resistance, fighting like an Eric Trump like character. So I haven't seen it yet.
Trump-like character? Again, where is this? And when? When did this happen? When? When did this ever happen? This is so stupid. This is just really ridiculous. What are you talking about?
And again, Daria said, yeah, I talked about it on Twitter. They all attack me. That's because that's what they do. It's a place where they can ban you, censor you, and then all gang up. But
Okay, you can stop saying stupid shit for one. Oh, wow, this is Alex Jones we're talking about here. Of course, you can say some stupid shit. And saying stupid shit got him into trouble. There's like many reports that show that he got into deep trouble. That's his own dumbass fault. And he's been stupid for following the other people are saying. Again, he didn't mention the plot or anything about the characters.
Daria, just briefly, I'll go back to Paul Watson. Give us your take on Star Wars, the last drug addict.
All right, that'll be it, folks. Yeah, that's where his little video ends. I guess. Like I said a moment ago, this entire thing is just a conspiracy theory. It's literally nothing but the conspiracy theory about feminism, social justice warriors, diversity, the woke culture. It just seems like they're just regurgitating the same thing over and over again. I've talked about this kind of stuff quite a few times already, and just Christ, it just seems like the same thing I keep talking about over and over again. There's nothing here that's actually have any grounds really on anything. I don't know what Asians have to do with it. I don't know what Trump has to do with it. I don't know and what anything has to do with anything. Like I said a moment ago, diversity was always in Star Wars. That was already there. Again, just like many of the other people who bitched and moaned about Star Wars, claiming that Disney put out there, Disney invented that. They didn't. Newsflash, they did not. It was already there from the very beginning. They always had diversity from the original films. How do you not know that? I mean, at the very least, you're just willing to ignore it, which makes you really biased. Anyway, that'll be it, folks. That was it. Just, I don't know, it's just so damn stupid. Whatever.